Andrew and Crystal, let's have a look.
We've built a monstrous sewing machine with a huge tongue that is ruining a runway show of headless mannequins.
Crystal and Andrew, the sewing machine that was a lot of things and then ultimately was this, is he a dragon, monster, panther?
Yeah, I guess it's some kind of a dragon, but a sewing machine monster.
Sewing machine monster, and then out of the tongue red carpet, out comes our headless models. Mannequins. Are they
Headless
mannequins?
mannequins.
So he's eating up the mannequins.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And who are the bucket men?
So these guys are the army of thimbles.
What do they do?
I guess they're his minions in a way, so they chase down the mannequins and lure them into the traps.
The idea of a sewing machine monster, that's really cool. I love the idea of how you were saying when you were a kid growing up, it used to make crazy noises and kind of scary with a needle and that. Absolutely. But when you've got to explain it to other people, that's the difficulty. Unfortunately, what happened was because you had all these other components built, you couldn't throw them away. Couldn't get rid of them. These mannequins, which were part of your older story, they kind of don't fit. It just confuses the story a little bit. And the mannequins themselves, for the most part, they're great. However, I guess as far as the Delta test goes, it's really a long bow to draw to try and get that to pass.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We did our best.
Yeah, we did our best. And art is open for interpretation. We saw our story.
I thought we ticked all the boxes for us. Wasn't for Brickman.
All right, Lexi and Rach, let's take a look.
I'm feeling a little bit terrified at the thought of elimination.
Off to Japan.
Compared to everybody else, we don't have a finished build, and I think that's going to really put us in the firing line.
You were given the case. I think at the start you were loving the case.
Yeah,
There was a lot of high-fiving,
It's a
loved the
blank
case.
canvas. It was a good choice. We've built Japan in a suitcase. We've got Mount Fuji, beautiful classic Torii gate that's bright and red, a snow monkey in a hot spring, and a beautiful cherry blossom tree.
The monkey, though, first character. Little pat on the back, well done.
Thank you.
Are you proud of your monkey?
I really am. Yeah, I didn't know I had that in me. But we came across a few challenges with this one. The depth of the case.
How much time do you reckon the setup took?
The setup took about 8 hours. We've been undone on previous builds by not having the base structurally sound.
8 hours out of an 11-hour build's a long
It's a
time.
long time to build a base, isn't it?
So I guess for me, if I look back at opportunities, that's what it's really about. What else could we have done to improve the build? There's a few things. The sky, for example, those plane lines, they're very distracting. And the Torii gate's right next to the mountain, yet it's massive. It needed to be either stepped out or even behind the monkey. We need to think about the composition a little bit. And likewise, the tree, it's very big and powerful. I mean, the trunk, it's just a big box. If you had more time, you could have done something about that. So that's where I think those 8 hours, I reckon you could have scrounged a few out of that.
I think it was worth spending that time doing the snow base because if the snow monkey and the hot spring had have just been at the bottom of the suitcase, you wouldn't be able to see his cute head poking up. Like, it definitely made it a beautiful scene.
Which brings us to the moment where we do have to lose our first team from LEGO Masters this year. Brickman, who are our 2 teams at risk of going home today?
First up is Lexi and Rachel. And joining them will be Crystal and Andrew. So what I'm going to do is step through our key criteria. First off, storytelling. So Andrew and Crystal, your storytelling today was really quite muddled. It was the symptom of your idea evolving. Unfortunately, Lexi and Rachel, I don't think you did enough to communicate your idea of what's going on, and there's not enough story in yours either. That brings us to aesthetics and composition. Crystal and Andrew, there's a lot going on in your Lego model. It's very distracting and hard to figure out exactly what's going on. And Lexi and Rachel, yours is almost the opposite. There isn't enough to communicate what's happening. So that brings us down to technical. So Rachel, you built your first character. That's what saved your team today. Sorry, Crystal and Andrew.
You're amazing.
Thanks, mate.
Guys, you might not have gone all the way, but have you got what you were hoping for along the way?
Oh, absolutely. I've learnt so much on this journey, and these beautiful people, I'm gonna miss you guys so much.
How was your time?
It was fantastic. Brickman knows how much I love Lego. I got to build it with my friend here and we had a great time doing it, so there's no complaints here.
Awesome. Well, thank you for what you guys bought.
I think this is the best idea out of all of the builds.
I've learnt so much in this competition. I think our message for everyone else is to have fun and thank you for being our friends.
Yeah, it's really nice to have been here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for being part of Lego Masters. Let's clap them out. All right. See you guys. All right, yes. We've got like a bridal guard of honour.